I first met him on a Tuesday. Not just any Tuesday, but the kind of soul-crushingly dull Tuesday where the highlight of your day is finding an extra sugar packet for your afternoon coffee. I was at my usual spot, the Daily Grind, hunched over my laptop, trying to wrestle a spreadsheet into submission. The bell above the door chimed, and in he walked. And just like that, my spreadsheet was forgotten. He wasn't movie star handsome, not in that obvious airbrushed way. His charm was quieter, more real. He had a laugh line or two around his eyes, a slightly crooked smile, and hair that looked like he'd just run his hands through it. He ordered a black Americano, his voice a low, steady rumble that cut through the clatter of the cafe. Our eyes met for a fraction of a second. I quickly looked away, my cheeks suddenly warm, my heart doing a weird little flip-flop I hadn't felt since high school. For the next few weeks, our schedules seemed to sync up perfectly. He'd come in for his coffee right as I was settling in for a long work session. We graduated from fleeting glances to small, shy smiles. Then, one day, he broke the silence. I was fumbling with my stack of books, my laptop, and a very precarious cup of tea when one of my notebooks decided to make a break for it, sliding right off the top of the pile. Before I could even react, he was there, scooping it up from the floor. He handed it back to me, and our fingers brushed. It felt like a tiny jolt of electricity. "Looks like you've got your hands full," he said, that crooked smile making a full appearance. "I'm Ben, by the way." I managed to stammer out my name. "I'm Chloe." And that was it. That was the start. Our coffee shop encounters turned into actual conversations. We talked about everything and nothing. His passion for restoring old furniture, my dream of opening a small bookstore. We discovered a shared love for cheesy 80s action movies and an equally shared disdain for cilantro. Each conversation felt like unwrapping a gift, discovering another layer, another fascinating detail about him. I started to look forward to Tuesdays, and then every other day he might show up. My boring old cafe routine had become the most exciting part of my week. I'd find myself dressing a little nicer, putting in a bit more effort, all on the off chance I'd see him. It was silly, it was hopeful, and it was utterly terrifying. The day he finally asked me out was, fittingly, a Tuesday. He walked up to my table, not with his usual coffee, but with 2 cups. He placed one in front of me. "I figured you might like a change of pace," he said, pointing to the latte art foam. "And I was also wondering, if you're not busy this Saturday, maybe you'd like to get a coffee somewhere else? Somewhere we don't have to shout over the espresso machine?" I'm pretty sure my smile could have powered the entire city. "I would love that," I said, my voice barely a whisper. Our first date was perfect. We walked through the park, talked for hours, and it felt like I had known him my entire life. There was no awkwardness, no forced conversation, just an easy, comfortable connection that felt both brand new and incredibly familiar. He held my hand as we walked, and his touch was warm and solid and felt like coming home. As weeks turned into months, my world began to revolve around him in the best possible way. He wasn't just the coffee shop guy anymore. He was Ben, the man who would bring me soup when I was sick, who would listen to me ramble about my day with genuine interest, who would send me pictures of ridiculously shaped vegetables he found at the farmer's market just to make me smile. He showed me the workshop where he brought old, forgotten pieces of furniture back to life. I saw the passion in his eyes as he explained the intricacies of a dovetail joint, the care he took in sanding a piece of wood until it was smooth as silk. He had this incredible ability to see the potential, the beauty, in things others had discarded, and I started to realize he saw me that way too. He saw past my insecurities, my quirks, and my occasional clumsiness. He saw me. One evening, we were curled up on his couch, watching one of our beloved cheesy action movies. The hero was delivering some ridiculously over-the-top line about saving the world, and I just started laughing. He paused the movie and turned to me. "What's so funny?" he asked, a playful glint in his eye. Nothing, I said, still giggling. It's just, I'm really happy. It was the simplest, most honest thing I could say. His smile softened. He brushed a stray strand of hair from my face, his touch gentle. Me too, Chloe. Me too. He didn't have to say anything else. In that moment, looking into his eyes, I knew. This feeling, this incredible, warm, all-encompassing feeling, it was love. It wasn't a dramatic, movie-style declaration on a mountaintop. It was quiet, it was real, and it was happening right there on a Tuesday-level couch, with a half-eaten bowl of popcorn between us. Before Ben, my life was a perfectly fine black and white photograph. It was stable, it was predictable, it was safe. But he walked in and splashed color all over it. He brought the vibrant reds of passion, the sunny yellows of laughter, and the deep, calming blues of contentment. He didn't just become a part of my world. He helped me see the world in a whole new way. We went back to the daily grind a few months later, on a Tuesday, of course. We sat at a different table this time, one by the window, side by side. As we sat there, holding hands, sipping our coffees, I saw a woman hunched over her laptop, looking stressed. The bell chimed, and a new customer walked in. I watched them, a small smile playing on my lips. Ben squeezed my hand, following my gaze. "What are you thinking about?" he asked softly. I looked at him, at his kind eyes, and that crook smile that still made my heart skip a beat. "I'm just thinking," I said, "that sometimes the best things in life start on the most ordinary of days." He leaned in and kissed me, and in the familiar clatter of the coffee shop where it all began, I knew with absolute certainty that this was just the beginning of our story, and I couldn't wait to see what the next chapter held. Thanks for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more.